All right. Anyway, let's go to the next one. This is Ghost Trans-Pacific Waifu hooking it up and said, still waiting for my best waifu award. We'll keep waiting, dude. I'll be honest with you. Hold on. What is this? Put the PC shot on. Ghost Trans-Pacific Waifu said the left believes that black obesity is due to racism. Okay.
Racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
The increase in obesity across the U.S. is troubling, but particularly in the black community, where obesity among black Americans is significantly worse than white Americans. I'm Ami Horowitz, and I'm here in Woketown,
Holy
USA,
shit!
To ask
this guy lost a little weight, didn't he? I don't know. Hopefully it's for the best. Nice fucking Def Leppard shirt, huh? Pour some sugar on me!
People why they think there's a higher level of obesity in the black community.
I can tell you that. I'll tell you why there's a higher risk of obesity. Because we give them all this money in food stamps, and instead of like buying food that they should be buying for themselves, they go to the frozen aisle, they go to, I mean, have you seen the sections for Coca-Cola, or not Coca-Cola, excuse me, soda water or pop or whatever the fuck you call it in your head? Have you seen the aisles dedicated to this shit? I mean, this is why. I don't, but my racism, we're giving them free money. They're freely able to use that money and buy whatever fucking shit they want. But because they're getting fat, my racism. I've heard it all now, dude. I've heard it all.
Everything has to do with racism. Racism.
I would call it institutional racism.
Eating could be a coping mechanism.
Look at all these freaks!
Yeah. If they feel bad.
Look at all these
like
freaks!
Depression-based, so maybe the stress of racism maybe does contribute.
And black people deal with racism every day, and that leads to bad food choices.
Oh God, absolutely.
You feel stressed out. What's going on? You okay?
Yeah,
okay.
Education is a factor as well.
Oh my
which also
God.
ties into racism, you know, like.
Look, pause
They're
this,
not being
pause this.
educated as to
Look,
what-
I want to be honest with you, okay? In San Antonio, Texas collects a lot of taxes in tourism, sales taxes, etc., okay? And these idiots that are elected in this town, by the way, fuck the city council of San Antonio, fuck Mayor Nuremberg, fuck San Antonio in general. But they actually allocated a program some years back in which they were going to give corner stores in the impoverished areas of this town, both in the east side, south side, west side. Believe it or not, all those sides of towns are shitters. They were going to give them free refrigerators and ultra discounts for fruits and vegetables, so that refrigerator that was given to them by the city would be able to sell fruits, vegetables, etc., to provide an alternative to whatever they're distributing in the corner stores, in the ghettos, and the barrio, and the white trash, etc. Guess what? Nobody bought the fucking fruits and vegetables, and those fucking corner store people either sold them for money or put more beer and soda water in them. So there you go. All right, yeah, my education. The fuck out of here.
It's good to eat what is not good to eat.
Yeah.
Then you're not going to be able to choose the right
By
thing
the
for
way,
especially if you don't
you
know.
all could look that up for yourselves. Everything's documented on the internet. These are facts. All right? These people that are saying this that are not black are just fucking trying to gain virtue signaling points. You know? And we can't go down this direction of, oh, well, if I say this about this minority group and I say this about this minority group, it'll give me social credit. That's why they're doing this. I'm not fucking kidding.
There's a lot more in-depth stuff that predominantly like a lot of white people are more in tune with.
I don't know how to be healthy.
See, I got some weed I'm trying to roll up. You stopped me at a bad time. Yeah.
No problem.
Honestly, the argument that you should, have individual responsibility when it comes to like any of the major issues that we face, and I got to especially
look at this brother
to racism is like
look at this brother. That's because he's banging this white redhead, just like Ocasio-Cortez, Ocasio-Cortez is banging a redhead.
S are fat in the ass, so it is harder for them to run from the plantation.
I'm not even going to acknowledge that, dear Waking. I'm not even fucking kidding.
Completely ludicrous.
Individual freedom isn't truly like individual
Oh
freedom.
my
if you're
God.
Not a white straight male.
So I definitely don't think it's an individual responsibility.
If you say individual responsibility, is that coming from a white privilege and white supremacy?
100%, yeah.
They don't have any access to good food.
Yeah, they live in food deserts. There's no nutritious food.
They're only like provided
Dude,
with.
you know, this is why everybody hates America. You know, this is why people that are in the slums of Brazil, that are in the slums of Latin America, that are, you know, literally in war-torn fucking pieces of tribal shit out there in Africa and Asia, this is why they hate us, dude. This is why they fucking hate us, because none of these fucking pieces of shit that are out here making these goddamn assumptions about America, none of them have really have witnessed, understood, or even bared the responsibility of true impoverishment. You know, what really is impoverishment is when you can't eat. I think that is the biggest form of impoverishment. All across America, okay, and fuck America, all across the world, okay, because America, dude, our homeless people are fat. All the IP2 people that watch IP2, look at fucking Mando. Mando is a waste of fucking life that could easily get a job for himself and do shit for himself. He doesn't. He thinks that food and weed, okay, are more important than putting a roof over his head and actually sustaining a fucking living, okay? I mean, this is what homeless people are. This is what poor people are. They're fat in the fucking ass. And it's an insult to the people that are in the third world. I'm not trying to be a virtue signaler here. I'm not trying to be a leftist or anything. But I understand if I was starving, like I was emaciated, I was malnourished and shit, and I saw this shit, it would turn me into a terrorist, I think, in my opinion. I think it would turn me into a terrorist.
Really like bad quality food because it's cheaper.
I mean, I don't know. Hold on, pause
etc.
this. I'm figuratively saying that. But come on, man. I mean, look at these people. Yeah, they don't have the right education. Dude, I'd love each and every one of you people that are making the argument that the poor in America don't have access to good food. I'd love for you all to go to the third world. I would pay for it. I swear to God. I would pay for it. I would pay for you all to go and take all of our malnourished food from fast food, you know, the shit that Review Bra eats. I would challenge you to go to a third world, show that in front of them, and then say, no, you can't eat it because it's not healthy. I'd love to see y'all do that. I'd love to see you do it.
Right.
Yeah, like, you know, there's more McDonald's there, there's all their supermarkets, it's all like Doritos and everything, etc., etc.
Do you think it's possible that corporate America was looking to destroy the black community and therefore put a lot of this stuff in there?
I think definitely under some administrations for sure. I personally could believe that.
I would love to see y'all do it.
I
mean, look at this bitch. This bitch is for sale right now. That's how this bitch is making money. You know what I mean? Dude, it's so fucking impoverished in third world nations where they're emaciated and can't find food that this is not even, they can't even sell themselves for food. So I'm sorry if I don't feel compassion for American people that are claiming that they're poor in this country. I would have felt sorry for them in the 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s. I would have felt sorry for them back then. I don't feel sorry for anybody in this country. I don't feel sorry for anybody, economically, that is. Obviously there's individual circumstances like, you know, somebody had bad luck, their folks die or, you know, something weird, some shit like that. But when it comes to economics, I don't feel sorry for anybody in this fucking country, dude. Not one fucking person. Sorry.
By corporate America to destroy the black community by making sure they have all these unhealthy choices.
Yeah, I think it's possible. Could be.
Like where Whole Foods are, where Trader Joe's are, where like just bougie grocery stores are. They're all in white neighborhoods. All of them.
Yeah, like there's no Whole Foods there.
No, they're not gonna.
We're here in the heart of heart.
Impoverished people are not gonna buy Whole Foods. Impoverished people are not gonna buy organic foods. They don't give a shit. Okay? I mean, me and Mrs. Ghost, you know, look, I didn't really give a shit about organic foods until about 5 years ago. And then I started eating organic foods. And believe it or not, I felt the difference. Because in organic food, you're getting and buying the nutrition. Because whatever they fed or fertilized or fucking, you know, whatever they did to make the crop or livestock grow, it was actual food that had nutrition for the animal or the plant, which of course is being absorbed by your body, okay? And this is why, in my opinion, I don't think that I've been sick ever since this whole fucking COVID bullshit started happening. Because not only do I eat organic foods, which I feel the difference. I'm not even joking. I'm not drinking Soylent, all right, assholes. I mean, I'm drinking fucking pasteurized or grass-fed beef and pork and chicken, okay? I'm eating organic vegetables and fruits. And believe me, I can feel the difference. You know, I feel it. And that's why I supplement, I do a bunch of other shit on top of drink, okay? I'm not out here just drinking and being like, I put shit in my body that'll nourish my body, okay? And that's why I haven't been sick. I haven't been sick, dude. Let me knock on wood, you know. But I haven't been sick, dude. Play it.
Harlem to find out if what we just heard is true. Is the obesity rate in the black community because of racism?
I think it's because of probably what they eat.
I mean, because of the way we eat things.
I have a choice to eat healthy or not.
You know, not making the choices to, I would say, like, to eat healthier.
Life choices, exercise, food choices. I'm not going to take that. Yeah, okay. I'm going to think it's up.
Now, notice.
I just think people need to watch their eating habits.
Notice that the more affluent black people that are actually affording to eat whole foods, they understand that, hey, look, we all have choices, man. I mean, look at me. I mean, you know, I want to go and make sure that I'm going to live as long as I can because, I mean, statistical data shows us that the actual black man lives to be about 54 or 56. That's the average black man. And the black woman is not too far from that as well. So they want to take over precaution, considering that given the statistics, they could potentially die at a younger age. I'm just saying, man.
That's all.
And not because of racism.
Absolutely not. I don't think so. I think everyone has to take control of their own health.
It's also down to, you know, the individual in the household and what they learn from the family around them and what they see around them as well. It's like saying we don't know what we're doing half the time when we're making the choices we make.
You see, you know, this is why all, like, you know, the Derwicking types that are out here just, like, you know, saying blanketed racist statements towards the general black population. I know that there are blacks that realize that, dude, I'm not falling for this bullshit that the government is selling me. I'm not falling for this bullshit that I'm a victim. I'm not falling for this. And it's a breath of fresh air to see this because, you know, anyone, black, white, you notice we don't hear the type of things that we hear from the leftists who are propagating Black Lives Matter and all this bullshit. We don't hear this from the Asians that come across the boat and it'll fucking eat a bowl of rice, you know, every fucking day and, you know, make themselves some. We don't hear this from the Indians that come in here. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying.
In many instances, knowing the consequences in the long run.
People eat food and they like different food. Some people like that being on a diet, some people like running, some people don't. Individual choices.
Everybody should be accountable for themselves.
Do you think it's racist to say that personal choice?
Nah, it's not.
They said to me that saying that about black people is racist.
It's like saying black people don't have free will.
Black people don't have...
Thank you. I love this brother, whoever the hell this brother is. And look, everybo's clowning this guy. Like, look at him. He's an Uncle Tom. He's Carlton. Dude, listen, if you're black and you say the idea that, oh, well, acting like this brother is somehow a cracker or Uncle Tom, then isn't that indirectly saying that the way to act, quote, white is technically better? I mean, I'm not trying to be racist. I just think it's sad that people that are in these demographics that try to break out of the ghetto, that try to break out of the confines of whatever environment that they're fucking in. I mean, when a brother like this is like, look, I took it upon myself, I educated myself, I did what I needed to do, and he realizes that, hey, if I'm going to move up in this world, I have to know things, and in the process of gaining that knowledge, you just gain better articulation. But when black folks say, man, this motherfucker's a crack-ass cracker, this motherfucker's an Uncle Tom and shit, aren't they technically saying, by that logic, that white is better? I'm just saying, I'm not saying that I believe that. But it makes me very upset whenever I hear people of the black community chastise somebody like this, who obviously wants to go beyond whatever the fuck limitations that were supposedly set for him. I'm just saying, dude.
An agency.
Exactly. That's just
Isn't that
nonsense.
racist?
That's a little bit to me, yes. It's very weird to hear to me personally.
In a black neighborhood, they deal with racism so often in the day that they stress eat.
What?
Does that not sound right to you?
They're misinformed.
Now, if they put a big hamburger place and you keep going to it and you gain weight, they didn't make you go in there. That's what I'm looking at.
Whose fault is that?
That's the person that's going in there. How are you blaming this guy that opened his business?
I'm fat. America's fat. What you want?
But you carry it well.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
If you go to a white supermarket, when you walk in, the first thing you see is fruits and vegetables. You go to a black supermarket, you walk in, the first thing you see cakes, cookies, and fat.
Oh, come on,
But is that because they
Is
know
that
that's their
racism?
market, or because
They know that that's their market.
I was gonna
And
say, brother, you wearing you looking like you're wearing a ruse hat. It looks like some motherfucking, I don't know. I don't know if those are Tom Ford glasses or something. You're wearing a motherfucking scarf that's probably Hermes. I mean, I was gonna say, brother, come on, man. I was like, what are you talking about, brother?
Us, black people have to be awakened to what's going on.
what are you gonna eat tonight?
I already had lunch, had some chicken and rice for lunch. Might just make some nice steak tonight with some rice again, protein shake, call it a night.
I'm doing a master cleanse right now. I took ownership of my weight and my weight gain. So you have to take ownership of your own health, your own weight.
Y'all doing some good stuff in Harlem, you feel me?
Not a race issue.
No, it's not.
Okay,
No, this playing fat everywhere.
Wow, that, you know what, Ghost Trans-Pacific Waifu, even though you donate a lot of goddamn melon pan, that was actually a very, very good video. I'll be honest with you. You know what I mean? I think that people need to see that, look, unfortunately, a group is defined by its majority, but I'll be honest with you, there are black folks that don't fucking believe in all this Black Lives Matter and my racism bullshit anymore. They realize that, look, I've got a choice to do this, I got a choice to learn, I got a choice to obtain knowledge, I got a choice to work hard, I got a choice to save money, I got choices. And instead of bitching and moaning like white fucking poor people do, which is like Antifa and the millennials and the fucking Gen Zers, instead of pissing and moaning, I can do something and I can fucking take myself out of whatever preconceived conditions that I was supposed to stay in because I'm black. Bravo to those brothers and sisters. I'm not joking around. Bravo, man. All right? Because, I mean, listen, people like Derwicking think that all blacks are just like, well, maybe I shouldn't say, you know what, never mind. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to use Derwicking as a anyway. Let me just continue. I happen to have a whole bunch of friends that happen to be black, is all I'm saying, dude. And, while everybody is turning racist, I'm not slandering, dude. Just calm down. While everybody out there, by the way, I'm putting some more fucking scotch. I'm literally drinking all this Glenmorangie, 18 years, extremely rare tonight, dude. But I'll be honest with you, dude. I just don't think that every black person is like this. I know there isn't. I happen to have, one of my best friends, from childhood is black. And, we have discussions about this all the time. And, he gives me optimism that, look, there's brothers like the one we just saw here. There are brothers like Tom Sowell, There are brothers like Walter E. Williams, There are brothers like the brother that ran against Newsom. There's some brothers out there, man, that don't want to believe that rap and hip-hop culture is the definition of black culture. And I do want to say cheers to all you brothers out there. I know I do some racially, charged humor and shit like that. I am not a racist. I am legitimately a melting pot of friendship. And, if you can look past all the racially charged humor, I think that everybody understands that. All right.